I found a way to increase my speed, and I think it can help you too. How can we all get faster in 2024? Starting this year, I'm using a program called Recut to do all the rough cuts for all my videos that I publish this year. So what is Recut? Well, Recut is one of those AI editors. AI, you know, such a huge buzzword right now, but at the end of the day, it's a program that helps eliminate silences and gaps in your video. Now, Recut has been able to cut my video editing time from about 30 minutes to an hour and a half to do that rough cut down to seconds. So let's jump into the program and I'll show you how it works by using my last video. Here we are back in Recut. First, what we want to do is we want to import some footage. So we can either do that by clicking browse or double clicking here, or what we can do is we can take a file from a folder that we already have and we can click and we can drag it into the timeline section, which is right down here. Now, as you can see, it's going to take Recut a second here as this is 4K footage. Keyboard shortcuts here. You got an equal sign that will zoom in on your timeline. Minus sign will zoom out. So there's segment and there's clip. When it's set a clip, you can move this clip around. I usually just work on one video clip at a time. I go to segments. So once you're in here, you can click on any segment. And if you hit backspace, it will delete it and it will skip to the next section. If I click on this section, hit backspace, it will delete this section. You can also move your cursor by moving your left and right arrow keys. But let me go ahead and I'm going to show you what I do to make this program work a little bit better, cleaner. I like quick, fast cuts. I don't like things to linger on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this section here and I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So this way I can show you exactly what these different settings do. This minimum duration is typically set at 0.5 seconds. This is how long before it makes that first cut. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to 0.5. That's going to cut it really fast. Now down here in the peaking, this is the spot where it leaves spaces. Personally, like to set these to 0.1 second. So this is going to change the before and the after of the clip. As you can see, the pink is starting to show up. Now, one of the things I do like to do is I like to remove short audio spikes. How I like to do this is I like to go 0.25. And when I do that right here, this is going to get thicker. Now we want to keep the skip silence checked. And the reason why is because as we're watching back through our video, we want to be able to skip all these pink sections. I'm happy, I'm satisfied with this. Maybe I want to start making my rough cuts in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom out and I'm going to zoom into this section where there's a lot of breaks. To me is a clear indication of parts that I've messed up on. I'm going to zoom in a little bit and I'm going to listen here. Of course, if you want to join the industry. I've left a link. And as you can see, I said things multiple times. And what I could do is I can click on individual segments and I can hit backspace and it will delete them. Or what I can do is I can click and highlight and you see how it kind of draws this box so you can go multiple directions and grab a whole bunch of clips. You can hit delete then. So let's say this is a take right here that I wanted to eliminate. That is how I would eliminate. I also want to eliminate this one. So if I come back here and play it again, I've left a link to the So there was another spot that I messed up. So let's start it back here again and I'll show you exactly how it sounds now. His name is Thomas Norman. I've left a link in the description. So now let's say I've gone through, I've done all my edits. So as you can see down here, it's taken a 9-minute and 13-second video clip and it is reduced it with 145 cuts down to 5 minutes and 23 seconds. So now I'm happy with this and I want to get it into my normal NLE. So Premiere Pro, Final Cut, DaVinci Resolve. I'm going to come up here, I'm going to hit export. I have 3 choices. I can do either a complete video file and that would just render this thing out and then I can dump it into my timeline and it's going to be just one solid video with all those cuts. I don't want that. I want to maybe still work on some of these jump cuts. I also have this timeline feature. Before I get to that though, I want to let you know that there is a sections feature. I have not ever really used this. Never used this actually. So I'm going to go back to timeline and I have a choice here. I can pick between DaVinci Resolve XML or DaVinci Resolve FCP XML, Final Cut, Adobe Premiere, CapCut, or just a straight up Excel file. I'm going to go ahead and pick DaVinci Resolve FCP XML. And that seems to be the best timeline setting for DaVinci Resolve. Now, do I want to keep the silent segments in there? No, I don't. That wouldn't make sense. That's the whole point of using this program. Even though I'm cutting out these silences, I'm going to show you how, at the end of the day, those silences are not gone. So I'm going to go ahead and hit export here. It's going to ask me where I want to dump this. So I'm just going to leave it alone because it's going to give me the same exact file name as the video clip. So now I'm back in DaVinci Resolve. I'm in the cut page. I'm going to go to the edit page here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that footage folder. I'm going to dump it in. Now that I have my footage in here, I'm going to right click and I'm gonna go timeline, and I'm gonna import timeline and just pick this top one right here. Now I'm in this folder and I'm looking for that file that matches exactly with the video file name. And now the reason why I did it this way is because then I know that that file has been cut up. So I'll double click and I'm gonna leave my settings just the way they are. So my timeline is in here, and if you notice, super important. So those cuts have all been made. This timeline is already cut up, it's chopped up. I'm gonna show you that all that footage is still there, and ultimately, if you need to bring it back, you can definitely bring it back. So if I just click and drag this out, as you can see, all that footage is still there. The audio is with it. All those cuts that I just made are now erased. And I can expand this back. So if I wanna add some of the audio back, I can totally do that without any worry or any problems. So again, in summary, let me go ahead and give you those settings one more time. For maximum duration, we want to change that to 0.05. For peaking, we want to do 0.1 for both the left and the right. And then finally, we want to remove the short audio spikes. So we'll put that at 0.025. Keep all the silences in there. And then when we go to export, we just want to pick the export setting for timeline that is appropriate for us. For me, it's DaVinci Resolve. For you, it might be Premiere Pro, Final Cut, whichever it is. Feel free to pick the timeline feature that works best for you. If you're not sure, then just pick the XML. So that is Recut in a nutshell. It is speeding up my editing process, and it is really helping me to crank out these videos much faster. If you're interested in learning more, check out that first link in the description below, and in there will be a discount code for you. It is an affiliate link, so it does help support the channel. If you have any questions regarding Recut, feel free to leave me a comment down below, and I'll try and answer those. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Talk to you in the next one. Deuces.